Area Medaka Today's July 3rd, 2024, here in Pacifica, California. 12 miles south of San Francisco, 57 to 72 Fahrenheit. That's 14 to 22 degrees Celsius. Pretty warm heat wave over here. I'm in the garage. Quick update, it's been 4 days. It must be around 80 here in the garage. Oh boy. Let me just think before I do this, man. The best beer of the day is the one that I am having with you, Fire Harp Son. MedakaMetal Head number 2. Just because I'm number 1, member number 2. Maybe I should be member number 0. I don't know, but for now, I'm member number 1. Member number 2 is Fire Harp Son. So Kampai Chincha. This is the best beer of the day, man. Oh boy. And a shout out to a new Medaka Head number 3, Fox Sake-san. Man, domo arigato. Thank you. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. I had too many brewskis. I was at a local joint here in Pacifica. I wanted to come home and record, but then I ended up bumping into some compadres. But I really want to do this just because I wanted to thank these new Medaka heads. YouTube does this weird thing. After a while, they allow you to, have these members, and for me, I don't know. I did not know what to do. So I figured, well, it's a cool community. Maybe I'll just keep on recording some of the stuff that I have over here that some of the Medaka heads would like to look at or hear me talk about based on my experience and all that. So these are harikos that were born 5 days ago that I decided to bring in here indoors in this kind of setup. Simple setup. These are NV Box. NV Box is very popular in Japan. 13 liters each. This one's empty, by the way. So I put some of the harikos over here. See how they'll survive under this cheap shop light got from Amazon. LED. Homemade filtration system over here with lava rock. Lava rock has a lot of pores, and what that allows is a lot of beneficial bacteria to grow in them. These lava rocks I grab from outdoors, so there's plenty of beneficial bacteria in there already. I put a little air source, very little, just because hariko the fries are so weak. You don't want to give them too much turbulence, because if you do, they'll basically use up all their energy when they're fighting the current, and they'll die. Literally, they'll melt away. So just a little bubble to make sure that you don't have all these oil films forming on the top of the surface. So that's the objective of this. And then little by little, I have my buddy over here in oh boy, the timer went out. I have this timer device that hold on. How do I manually turn this on? This is good. This is already a mess. So, is there a way for me to overwrite this? I don't know. But this is telling me that it's past 8 o'clock. Oh, this really sucks, man. Just because I'm having a hard time. Oh, no. I pulled out the wrong one. I think I pulled up the air supply. Oh, this sucks, man. All right. I'm going to use the light of the camera that I have over here to try to see if I can get the light back on. And if I can't, all right, this is just going to be a freaking disaster. So I have this on a timer system over here, and I forgot what time it was. So the timer basically triggers. I should put the air back on. Is this the air? It is, because I hear it. But to get it started again, I gotta get it to go. All right, I'm going to worry about the air later. But what am I talking about? Let me just take a real quick sip, man. Oh boy, what a day to start this. All right, so I have these fry from 4 days ago, and I've been feeding. I experiment with a lot of foods. The Gex stuff for the adults and stuff, man, it's been great. And thank you so much, because I think I'm on my third wave. This is the last wave, but in the first couple days, beginning this week, the sets kind of like maybe somebody heard from somebody and a lot went out. So, domarigato. I think I have like 12 more combos left. So if you're interested in the Gex stuff, just let me know. Contact me on Instagram DM and say, hey man, how much is it? How much is it shipped in the US? And I'll give you all the information. But it's really great stuff. But this is stuff that I'm trialing for the fry. From Suigan, this is like an old company in Japan. I don't even know if they exist, to be honest, but I have a lot of their foods that I got from years back, and I'm playing around with these. Super powder form. It's fantastic. But I lost my train of thought. So what was I talking about? Oh, domo arigato to the members. So the member thing is the YouTube thing is it's strange, right? So for me, it's just a beer fund. So there's these tiers that you could set up if you want members, or if you turn on the member format. And basically, it's kind of like, well, tier one is you become this. So for me, it's like, what do you become? You become a certain. So I'm like, this is stupid, but you become a certified Medaka head, and each Medaka head will get a number. So if you're the first one, you're going to be number 2 for now, because I'm number 1. Second one, you're going to become number 3, and on and on and on. And even if you become not a member, that's your number for life. So it'll never get uh, it'll it'll never get replaced by somebody else. So if you're MedakaMetal Medaka head number 2, you are for life Medaka head number 2. I don't know what that means. And then the next tier is like a beer. I just call it a beer fund, because this is what it is for me. It's just having fun and just like talking about the stuff that I'm kind of doing, journalizing what I'm doing, and then hoping that there is somebody out there that enjoys this stuff. So second tier it's called a beer fund. So it's basically a beer fund. It's a beer donation. So let me just take another quick sip. Oh boy. All right. And then that's all I have. Tier 1, tier 2 right now. Tier 3, 4, 5. I think they let you make like 6 tiers. I don't know what I'm going to do, but hopefully I can make some, like, I don't know, something that's not like what people are doing, I guess, because to me this isn't about like, oh yeah, this is just members only this or that. It's because at the end of the day, I just want to, I don't know, document stuff and see if people are interested. And um I mean, I don't know, there is no like goal per se, except for, yeah, let's just get more Medaka heads, and that's what I call it. So if you would like to become a Medaka head, head on to, this sounds like a freaking commercial. I hate it, but I am doing it as a commercial guy. By the way, like, I've been struggling with these microphones, and I don't know if you hear a difference, but every time I record, I play around with this. Right now, I have this like cheap $15. Basically, I have this wireless system going from my iPhone transistor to this what do they call it? Lavalier mic that I have, and I was clipping it on my t-shirt neck area, and whenever the head part would rub on the t-shirt, it was making this real scratchy noise. It was freaking annoying. And so what I started doing is like, well, they're designed to clip on ties. So I'm like, okay, I'll put it on a tie so that I can clip on this freaking little microphone device that'll send a message to my phone to hear this voice. So it's just stupid stuff like that I do. So it's all fun, and hopefully all you Medaka heads out there just listen to this, or I don't know. It's hard to watch. My hands are shaky. It's probably because of the beer. But hopefully, if I could share some information that is meaningful or helpful along the lines, it'll be great. All right, so what was the purpose of today? We're thanking Medaka Head, official Medaka Head number 2, official Medaka Head number 3, and yeah, the heat. I gotta tell you, there's nothing like the sun. So you're like, or I'm like, why am I doing this indoors? It's because I have these specific breeds, lineages that I imported from Japan. And the problemo is all these beautiful looking, let's get into the real, the stuff that I like to talk about. Like, all these beautiful looking medakas nowadays, they're not medakas. Medakas, you throw them outside in a bucket and they'll survive 24/7, winter, summer, regardless. All right. But the problem with all these beautiful, beautiful medakas that look like tropical fish, it's because they were brought up to look like how they are through certain measurements. And it's basically indoors in a heated area. All these tails are not going to grow if you're not in a heated climate, if the water's not clean. And therefore, they become delicate. So the lineages that I'm playing with, I'm not playing with them. I am the keeper of them. I'm not playing God. I am trying to preserve them and trying to make them stronger so that they could survive easily. And that's how medakas should be. Is I have the Red Cliffs. I brought them in last year, 2023 in August, from Sakura Medaka-san, and I also brought the Midnight Furolames, and they're delicate because they've been raised indoors in a climate where it's controlled. So you have a heater in a tank at a constant temperature, let's say 78 or 80. No temperature fluctuation allows their fins to grow. What happens? You get the fry. What happens once you throw them, even if it's warm outdoors like today? What happens at night? The water temperature drops. And what happens when the water temperature drops is they don't know how to handle temperature fluctuations. And that's the difficulty. So what I'm going to do is I'm I am going to send some of the fry that I have indoors, and they're about a month old. I'm going to throw them outside just because the temperature is warm enough, in my opinion, and it is warm enough for the fry to survive for some of the other lineages that I've kept over the years, like Yozakura, um, and the Miyuki. Miyukis I've had for maybe 6 years, and they're beautiful and they're strong. Doesn't matter, cyclone, rain or shine, winter or summer, they survive. They're strong. So from the tanks I have indoors, I have some Red Cliff F2s. Once they get, I mean, they're about 4 weeks old. I'm going to introduce them outdoors to see how they do, and hopefully some will survive, the strong ones. And from the eggs that I can collect from them, I could, hopefully that gene will pass on. So I can enjoy the Medakas outdoors again. Do I like the current generation tropical Medakas? Yeah, they're beautiful, but they're not Medakas anymore, in my opinion, and to a lot of other people, I think. So did I talk enough? I don't know. Maybe I had too many brewskis, but I think the other thing is that, like, I'll be honest, man. Um, all you Medaka heads out there, boys and girls, it's like this whole membership thing on YouTube. To me, it was just like, man, it's let's just name it something. Become a Medaka head, or a simple like beer fund. And man, um, I woke up in the morning and I saw fellow Medaka heads that joined. I was like, man, in a weird way, it put a smile on my face, just because um, the Medaka journey of trying to get people to I don't know, learn about Medakas and all that kind of came like on YouTube. It's weird. You get all these views and all that stuff, right? And people that ask questions, they're true Medaka heads and all that. But and then once this whole engagement thing with questions and just becoming like, people are like, okay, I'll become a member. What do I get? You don't really get anything. You just get like me saying, man, this beer goes out to you. But yeah, I put it. I gotta say, it put a huge smile on my face, and yeah, I hope we are all doing this for if Medaka is waking up in the morning, when you think about Medakas, when you dream about Medakas, when you're talking to fellow enthusiasts, if it puts a smile on your face, I mean, that's what a true Medaka head is. You are a true Medaka head. So it just, I don't know, a way from, like, I don't know. All right, so domo arigato. Enough of me. We'll do it again next time. Tomorrow's in the United States of America, 4th of July. So have a nice, safe one, and have some cold brewskis and kanpai chinchichayo, all you Medaka heads, and we'll do it again next time. Just feel free to ask me a whole bunch of questions. DM over on Instagram at MedakaMetal, and I'll try to get back within 24 hours. And that's what I try to do, because I love this. I love Medakas. And yes, let's get more. and let's learn about them. And I want you to teach me about your learnings, and I'll try to do my part. So, all right, over and out. Drive safe. Have fun. Have a nice barbecue. MedakaMetal out.